The harvestman. The fields were finished. Brown stubble and dry stalks stretched to the horizon. The season's breath spent. The farmer stood in the chill dusk, a small fire crackling behind the barn. He fed it the leftovers of the year. Broken tools, twisted wire, the cracked handle of a hoe, all that remained of his work that year. Finally, he dragged out the scarecrow. It had guarded the corn since spring, a bundle of straw and burlap, with a hat half rotted by the rain. The wind had made it twitch and bow all through the summer, as though mocking him. He smiled grimly and tossed it onto the flames. For a heartbeat, the fire only hissed. Then the thing moved. The arms jerked, the head snapped up, and a shriek tore through the smoke. The farmer stumbled back, staring at the scarecrow writhing in the fire, straw thrashing like serpents. The scream rose, raw and human, until the wind carried it away into the night. When the fire died, only ash and the smell of burnt straw remained. The farmer didn't sleep. He sat by the window, watching the empty field until dawn. When morning came, he laughed to himself. It was just the wind, he muttered. Nothing but the wind. He splashed water onto his face and stopped. Two thin yellow strands stuck out from his temple. Straw. He yanked at them, but they wouldn't come free. The skin tore first. By evening, more sprouted from his scalp and neck, dry and pale. He tried cutting them. They grew back. He bathed, scrubbed, cursed. The next morning, his arms itched terribly. He peeled back his sleeves and saw stalks pushing through his flesh. By the end of the week, his body was no longer skin, but hay, packed tightly beneath clothes that hung ripping loose as rags. His mouth was dry and empty. His voice rustled instead of spoke. He staggered into the field desperate, reaching for the earth as if it might remember him. When his knees gave way, he crawled toward the road, the wind hissing through his straw-filled chest, and then he stopped breathing. A truck rumbled by. It slowed, reversed. A man climbed out, squinting in the morning sun. "Well, I'll be," he said. "Still good shape, this one." He hoisted the limp figure into the truck bed and drove away, whistling. Weeks later, the scarecrow stood watch over a new field, arms outstretched, head bowed towards the wind. Birds stayed clear. The farmer who'd found it swore it made the crows scatter just by looking at them. When harvest ended, he built a bonfire of stubble and husks. "One last burn before winter," he said, dragging the scarecrow toward the flame. As he tossed it in, it began to thrash and scream. He stepped back, mouth open in disbelief, and the smoke rushed in.